So I've been making fractals on picmix, and I wanted to make a video showing how I was doing that. So if you don't know, picmix is a photo editing website where you can put stickers onto photographs, and it's also kind of a social media site. So step one is to make a key, is what I call it, where you just take one sticker and you downsize it and you find a way to fit it into the next one. And then here I'm just copy and pasting a key once I have it. And I think I go back from this and try it again. So I found this one way of nesting these shapes that is working out, and then I'm just copy and pasting. And then I'll find like another way to fit them together. Otherwise it's just going to go in the same spiral. So I'm trying a different way of nesting them this time, and then copy and pasting so that it spirals in two directions. And it's not quite fitting together perfectly here, but, you know, I'm not a computer. You see I sort of messed up this copy and paste and have to put it back together. That's why you want to have some placeholders saved in the corner there so that you can go back to it if you mess up. Because if you accidentally copy and paste this and deselect, then you have it laid over each other, then you can't. Then you've sort of lost all of your work. Again, it's kind of a rudimentary software. You don't have layers or anything, but the challenge is the fun of it. You can start to see the stickers getting really microscopic here, and it handles quite a bit, but there is a point where the website will start to chug, and if you're not careful, you'll lose all of your work because it just crashes. Again, it would be easier just to do it in a digital program, but that's kind of defeats the purpose of it, don't you think? So I'm happy with this shape for the most part, so I just frame it and fill it out a little bit more, and then I'll, make the background all pretty, and then I'll be done with it. picmix has a feature where you can add a shadow, and you can do that in a group select, and you can change the color of it to be more of a glow. See, I've got it glowing here to sort of accentuate all the details. So here's another one. I like these fabrics that this lady's uploaded. I think they do some interesting things when you put them together. Here I found my first method of nesting. I try to have some sort of anchor point so that I'm putting them all at the same angle and at the same... I want them to descend in size pretty evenly. And so I'm trying to find either like some sort of reference in the negative shape that I can see if the shape is right, or again, I'm lining up these different trims on the fabric to get my bearings. I'm experimenting here a little bit because like the last one the overall shape didn't nest so well. There was some overlap. Some of that's just human error. Well, I mean, all of it is human error, but I'm trying to find a key that goes both directions where both spirals will nest in each other. So there won't be any overlap when you can see I'm starting to form all of these spirals and seeing if this one is going to run into the next one, and it's not. So I'm happy with this, and I save that and put it up in the corner. I'm aware that there's many more efficient systems, and it's fun to experiment with those, but at the same time, it's also just an interesting way to learn about how these shapes work, to try and build them yourself. This one did end up with quite a bit of overlap, but I also think it just turned out really cool, so I'm not so messed up about it. I'll probably try it again and see if I can... It's fun to try and challenge yourself to get it as accurate as possible, but also you kind of have to accept that you're not going to be able to, especially using a website like picmix. You can see I'm sort of frustrated. I have to move that sticker out of the way to edit these smaller ones. You can see I'm really struggling here, having to delete all of these little stickers that are left behind. You'll sort of end up with some debris if you aren't so diligent with your group selection. And yeah, I really could have stopped a while ago. It's funny because picmix loses so much of the detail once you save it. So it's kind of like all that work was for nothing. But this one looks really cool. I really like it. So I'm starting again, and it takes me a couple of tries to find a sticker I really like and a way of nesting them. But I like this one because it gets sort of a braid, and I haven't actually done a shape quite like this before. They tend to follow into a couple of similar patterns, but this was a unique one, so I'm definitely gonna try it again. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm struggling quite a bit with this one. But I thought it was such a unique one. I hadn't really had any experience, but I sped it up quite a bit to remove some of the struggle, so you can see. I don't know. It's cool. It's kind of feather-like. I like how it turned out. So that's the scoop on picmix fractals. I'd like to make a tutorial or some sort of actual in-depth video at some point, either here or on my website. But for now, it was on my mind. I wanted to make a video about it. So thanks for watching.